Join the team.
Hey team, this is McGuire Review, and we're going to take a look at what's going on over at Dungeon Bones. We did another video recently, if you look back through the videos for them with the dungeon condition chips. And those are just absolutely fantastic. If you didn't get yourself a set of those, you can get those out there now in retail. They're amazing. They really help with understanding conditions that are going on while you're playing, not only for yourself, but pretty much all the players around the table. They are going to be doing another Kickstarter here coming up very soon in the month of October. You will be able to find the link to the Kickstarter. It will be in the video description below. And I do have this little piece of paper here to make sure I get the right things. There's going to be an Arcane, a Divine, and a Druidic set that they're going to do. This is formally referred to as the Tome of Spell Holding. So that's all that stuff out of the way. Again, none of these are paid for previews or reviews. I am going to call this one a review because this is pretty much, it's been stated, this is pretty much final production quality. There will be some more things that obviously will be unlocked and will come out through the Kickstarter, as there always are generally in Kickstarters. But this is pretty much production final quality. So this will be a review of the product. Again, nothing's paid for. It is a review. So I'm going to take a look at this and give you my thoughts on what we have here. I'm going to set these dice aside because I'm going to show you why I have those here in a minute. And I have no idea if it's going to be advertised to do this. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do with this, and I think works very well. So you will get this little nice cardboard, and it is one of these magnetized boxes, which is pretty cool to hold your little chips that are in there. So you'll open this one up, and I would say this is probably the Divines. I'm not actually sure. It didn't say. It looks like it might be the Divine set. So let's just say that it is. There will be, again, 3 different types of sets. So we'll open it up, and when you do, you're going to have this sheet here on the front of this, where it is, that standard kind of dry or wet erase board, and you can put kind of the basic things for your character that you want to keep track of while you're at the table. So you got your name, class, race, gear, and notes. You get your 6 main attributes, your HP, AC, and proficiency bonus. Okay, so that's pretty cool that you have that right there on that top sheet. I was really interested to see that they incorporated that right there, and there's all kinds of stuff you obviously can put on there. You don't have to put exactly what's here, but it's nice to have that right in front of you as you're playing at the table. That, you're easy to see versus like always going back to your sheet. Now, obviously, if you've got a sheet at the table or you got a digital form, you're going to have these things as well. But it is nice to kind of have it right here on the tome. And then if we go into, you're going to have all of these, what I would refer to as poker chips. And they're nice, high-quality chips that are going to represent your spell slots for that particular class. So they have orchestrated it where you've got like this many first level, second level, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth spell slots that you would have available to you as you level up. Now, again, each one of these chips, we'll look at the fourth here. They do have the number right on them there at the bottom. You can see kind of on the close-up mini cam there that there is a number that's printed on each one of them. So you could use this to whatever suits your play style. Maybe you take all the chips out and you fill them in as you use them. Maybe you take them and you move them around to various areas if you decide to cast a level 4 at level 8th level, which you can do that. You can cast lower spells, most of them at higher spell levels to get more damage with that specific spell. So there's lots of ways that you can choose to do that. I'm sure within the Kickstarter they'll probably show kind of how it's used. But again, it's a personalized product, so you can kind of use it however you want. I think the big win here with something like this is it allows you to track all of your magic spells and your slots kind of with style, right? At the table. It gives you a little bit more flair kind of sitting at the table as you're tracking those spell slots. And the most important thing is it gives you as a player and the other players around the table an indication on where your spell slots are sitting. So let's say you're going into, you just came out of an encounter and you're about ready to go into another one. and you're not verbally telling the rest of the players around the table, hey, I've used up pretty much most of my spell slots. I've only got a bunch of like level 1 and level 2 stuff left. So we may want to take a rest here before we go into another area that could potentially be another encounter. Unless that player indicates that to the rest of the players, no one else may know that, and that conversation may never take place. So with this being a visual representation of exactly where your spell slots are sitting, other players around the table can identify that. Because, you might be thinking about other things and you just might forget to mention that to the players. And that conversation may not take place. Now all the players can see right in front of them exactly where you sit from a spellcasting perspective, and those conversations can happen more fluid. Okay, so that's a big win of having something like this. Now, the last piece of this that I thought was cool and how I would use this is this little tray is, it's a plastic tray that sits in there that can come out, right? And it's a nice, thick, high-quality tray. So you could take that tray out, sit that next to you, and now you've got your own little personal dice rolling box. And I would use it this way. You could even go one step further and put yourself a little felt or leather pad insert in there because, frankly, this sits down in there almost to the top. But I mean, if you put a very, very thin leather or felt pad insert in there, that would probably still fit okay. Now, I haven't tested that, but I would assume that would still fit okay. But you don't even really need it. It's a nice high-quality cardboard box. And now you have your own little dice rolling personal tray at your area as well. So I thought that was pretty cool, and that's definitely how I would use it. Again, I don't know that they're going to market it that way. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But I always try to find little creative ways to kind of use these things as well, kind of an all-in-one solution. So, again, this is Dungeon Bones' brand new Tome of Spell Holding. It is going to be going live here in, right now, the month of October. So you can check out the link below and get more information on exactly when that launch date is going to be, and more information on this product if it's something that you think you're interested in. I definitely think it's a really cool product. That's why I've got it on the channel. Again, these are reviews. None of this stuff is paid for. I didn't have to put this on the channel after it was sent to me, but I did take a look at it, and I used it and kind of played with it and thought it was very usable, thought it was a really cool product, and it's something that I would recommend. So again, you can check it out below if this is something that interests you. Hit that like, click the subscribe below to join the team. Keep rolling them crits. This has been the McGuire Review, and we'll see you next time.